Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oregon's offense will get the ball first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Moore to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Peoples. It's a seam wide open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs. Now out close to midfield. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So Purdue's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Moore will throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at it. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Quarterback running on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickups at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. New set of downs after the completion. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Keeps looking downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? This is 1995. We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
Here's a heat. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. And the Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Joyner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. That's caught. It's Kearney. Turning it on. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Catch in the middle. It's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Boilermakers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. It's a running room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might as well stick with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be
There he goes! Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Forced out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Kearney. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Run in the red zone. It's Eagles. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. They're going to test the right side with this one. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the fullback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Hold and fire complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kearney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed near the marker. It's Joyner. They'll immediately call timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Makes the grab. It's Kearney. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That should be the final play of the 1st half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Boilermakers will kick it away first. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks...
Out of space! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Peoples. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. And that counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Might be looking to run. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. Big fullback's got it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Boilermakers offense will get the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
On the run, it's Joyner. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He's loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Completed pass, it goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage. And the Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's...
Wide open spaces. There he goes. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Gets rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Kearney. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. On 3rd down, going up top. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Moore will throw. Fires to the wide. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls him. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks offense will get the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you...
Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, setting the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Purdue's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Takes the handoff. It's Moore. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots' first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Running to Green. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Turning on the Jets. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barnum, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are...
It's a seam wide open! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now...
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Lost the fire on second down. With the catch, it's Moore. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself just flying through the air like a super... Go to make the grab. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we play one quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Moore to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Peoples. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they can't make the play on third down. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Powers through the defender. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the single back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Kearney. Fights off a defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They want to run it left here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Working that left side now. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Makes a stop in the back. He'll lose.
when a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're going to mark this one at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team...
He caught it! Touchdown, Ducks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pulls it, fired complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab outside. It's Kearney. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Peoples. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's got 98 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And the Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad. You start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking that right to the face.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Off play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good game defense has set them up with a big play.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Heaves it deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things inning's over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Spreads it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's third down. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeps it on the draw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Moore will throw. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Brings it in down the left side. Turning it on. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one. The end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Handoff to the single running back. Got room to work. Got the first down and more. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Quick step and go. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll give it to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park, but they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's straight downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball. First down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.